My name is Enrique Rahana. Have you ever wanted to learn about the greatest, most significant war in history? That surely is the Great Emu War. It was a unique war that Australia fought against their national bird, but it was a war nonetheless. They all began after World War I, when the soldiers were returning home. The Australian government decided to give them land and money for compensation for fighting for them. So most of the war veterans became farmers. They had some success during the few years they were farmers, but then it became a problem when the emus came in and started destroying the crops and fields. And what made it worse, after they destroyed them, there were small little critters like mice and rats that started coming in and invading their privacy and destroying what was left. So the farmers started getting angry and called the military to deal with the emus. They agreed and sent in Major G.P.W. Meredith to deal with the situation. So they supplied him with 2 men, 10,000 rounds, and 2 Lewis machine guns. The war didn't officially start until November 2nd, 1932, when they encircled 50 emus and fired upon them, but were only able to kill 7, while the rest got away. They nicknamed them walking tanks, and I cited that from the Chicago Tribune. So then they learned how much they underestimated the emus. So when it came time to fight the next battle, they were able to encircle them again and ambush them. But right when they were about to fire, both of their guns jammed. And that was cited from the Australian Geographic. So they were humiliated that day, so they tried one more time. So they attached a machine gun to a truck to go chase down the emus and shoot down the pack. But it was unsuccessful at the end. Their truck broke down and they weren't able to catch up to the emus. So that was another embarrassment to them. So they decided just to give up and retreat. The emus were still destroying their crops and land. So the farmers were still angry. So once again, they decided to go towards the military for support. At first, the military was still reluctant, but then eventually they caved in and agreed to help the farmers. It was slightly more successful, but overall, it was just a wasteful war. It failed at the end because they wasted 9,000 rounds just to kill between 50 and 200 emus. And that was cited from the American Blog Network. So the government decided to step in instead of the military and set up a bounty hunter system, which was enacted between 1945 and 1960, which saw far more successful than the military. They were able to kill 284,000 emus. But it was more successful, but also more expensive to pay each people who killed the emus. That was one of the ways they dealt with them, the emus. So then they decided to build better fences, because they started using metal at the time. That stopped the emus from breaking into the crops fields. And the farmers were grateful at the end to the bounty hunters. And then the emus showed how they were able to beat a country's military and humiliate them at the end. So to go over it, the farmers were angry at the emus for destroying the land, so they called in the military, which they failed twice, and just relied on the government to have bounty hunters come in and to kill the rest of the emus to deal with the problem. How the emus won the Great Emu War. for watching.